Hello, welcome back to our channel, Market Forecast and Investment. So before we start our video, let me first give thanks to all our viewers and those who have supported our page since for the last 2 months. So this is our account and we have already over 500 followers, and a few days back we have given some random giveaways to our 500 follower, and we give back from our gains from our close trade from green energy. So in behalf of our group and our invest account, thank you for supporting our page and our channel. So hope you enjoy for more of our videos and informative contents. So this weekend we will tackle about our shared post. So these are, we will be in focus with Welcome Depot, Pure Gold Robinson's Retail Holdings, 7-Eleven, Virgil Philippines All Home All Day Marts, Metro Retail Stores Group or the Gaisano, and the SSI. So all of them we will briefly show their chart analysis, and this one is ranked by its market capital. So this is under services and subsector retails. So without further ado, we'll start with our chart analysis with the top ranked in the market cap. So this one is the chart of Welcome Depot. So Welcome, this is one of the high dividend giving yielded stock, and since its inception and it was listed, that has been consistently giving dividends to their investors and traders. So this stock is a very good long-term investment and a bagger stock. So these blue lines here represents the cash dividends, cash ex-date dividends dates of their company, and as you can see, it's actually during the summer that they will release, and every time they have released, the price tend to go up on these levels. So actually the price now is on its accumulation stage for the next motive phase. So on this Elliott Wave analysis, so this is the general market overview. So the price have already taken a first impulse, corrected last COVID pandemic, and eventually it recovers, and then it made its way to the top. This was a very good impulse. So even though it was badly hit by pandemic, it immediately recovered and was up by at least 285% from its last low order. So it only is about 1 year and close to 2 years recovery. So after it topped its all-time high, it immediately dropped and corrected, so at least 38%. So on these levels, this will be the most challenging part, since this is the price is accumulating on the uptrend channel. So we have shown the ABC correction, and right now the price has been showing a slight correction on this one. So after which the price, if this will be held, so eventually it will resume to our anticipated forecast. So this is a 5-wave structure to the impulse. So our long-term target will be 45. So that will be from the current closing price, that will be around 60% upside with a risk of, so our risk will be 8% from the last significant low, this one 24. So if this price will be broken down, we should be notice that our analysis will then be invalidated, so we have to cut our loans here if you are about to reposition on this stock. So enough for our first. We'll then proceed with Pure Gold. So Pure Gold is the second by market cap for the retail subsector. So it has 2 billion I mean outstanding shares, and is trading at a price of 31. So all in all, it has a market cap of 89 billion. So it's a little bit farther from the total market cap of Wilcon. So Pure Gold. Pure Gold, this was actually performing well on the COVID, after COVID. So it was up from its bottom by about 100%, which was actually also, I was here in the Philippines waiting for my contract to go abroad, but I was also, struggled and has been badly hit with this. So the only store that was open and was actually having a good sales on those period was also, we observed closer on our place is a Pure Gold. So all their stores are actually having very good sales, so the demand is there. But immediately after topping up at 54, so actually it retraced around as much as 50% from its start of its price. So after that correction, so immediately the price has taken somewhat a triangle corrective structure, so in a form of wave X. So after which the price is already at our significant area of interest, so the existing risk now is very low, around 7%. But if it revisits its all-time low, so that will be 21%. So anyway, if you are to position on this one, the risk is minimal, and the potential upside will be after this will be broken down, breakout on this trend line resistance. So their upside will be 34%, or most probably in the long term it will hit its 60%. So we will still observe on their future market price actions for the near future and months. So RSI is not yet on the momentum level, so we will still experience some of few rejections, and then once a price will try to accumulate on this strength level, so we then can see and expect for a more upside. So third one is Robinson's Retail. So actually all these sectors have been really hit by the pandemic 2 years ago, so they are still down. Almost general of them is down. So RRHI. So in the case of Robinson's, so as you can see, this is the overall market chart since it's listed. So actually the price is very close now to its all-time low. Their all-time low is 44. So the closing price is 52.2. So that will be 16% more to its all-time low. So we don't expect any more if this will be revisited, but instead find support on these significant discount areas, which is around 49 or the 50 pesos psychological level. So if you are trying to look for entry, so these prices will be your most discounted prices, and we didn't expect and anticipate if this will be a good demand here, so there will be enough room for the upside. So potential upside for the given risk of 15% or 10%, so more likely 60%, 57% for short term, and and for the very long term we have 83. This one is for these shoulders right here. So that will be our immediate long-term target prices. So for 7-Eleven, let's proceed with 7-Eleven. So Philippine 7 Corporation is considered as illiquid stock. So actually we cannot trade this for short-term. This is not for short-term traders. But anyway, we will visit its its chart if this will be good for future investments. So 7 has been performing bad. Sorry for that. 7-Eleven has been performing bad, and this have retraced at its very, actually this will be the maximum retracement it will ever make if it will still resume the trend. Otherwise, if it will still retrace more, so this last impulse, this one will be no longer healthy. So after which, if this significant level here, which is around 46, so we should see some of demand right here. So anyway, the volume is still very minimal, so the trading is around 46k volume. So actually there's no enough liquidity on this. If you try to include this on your investments, so you better expect that you can forget about this investments for a couple of months or years. So but anyway, if this suits you, so actually this is a very good for long term. So the upside, it will revisit its resistance zones. So enough room for growth, but the risk now is actually becoming lower, since the Feb 0.236 will be the last anticipated retracement for the stock. So I don't have any more to discuss further for this. We know, all of us, is what is the fundamentals of 7-Eleven. So actually there are more on their stores, and so let's proceed with Berjaya. So this one also is considered as illiquid. So actually, sorry, these are not really suited for short-term traders. So let's stop Virgil. So Virgil has been trading profitably for the past years with when there will be participants, but if the market traders and investors will no longer be there, so it becomes illiquid. So but anyway, if we'll try to check its technical, so there are still room for further downside, which is 22%. So after which we will meet this significant demand, so at around 382, which is the price of 3.97 and power 4.73. So not enough data on this. So actually, so be careful if you will try to get in this stock. So after which is Home Depot, All Home of Villar. So Home is taking its structure of WXY structure. So I mean it like this, WX and Y. So most probably the price is taking this form, this downward impulse. Just now, if we can try to consider, this will be the third wave, and the price may be experiencing a bounce or a corrective structure right here. So after which the price will still have to go to complete the corrective wave Y. and to complete the 5-wave structure. So for short term, yeah, we can have a trade for a bounce, but for the long term, it's actually it's a risky if you try to enter, since the main direction is directed downside. So the downside risk is around 46%. So actually it's not a better trade if you try to make these includes in your investments. So next in line is All Day Marts, also from newly listed stock, and has been really performing bad. So as you can see, the trend is and the channel is down, and I have recently read some of its fundamental. So it was from 180 days since it's listed, so there are a couple of shares that were held, and right after it was lifted up, so the shares can now be traded. So immediately, as you can see, there is a gap formed. So more likely the holders of these shares are ready to deploy their shares for a gain, because the par value of this stock is around 0.1. So I can't discuss any further with this, or the downside is still inevitable. So otherwise, if the price will have a good volume and try to break this channel, so maybe we can expect some of the reversal, and then we have to confirm with the reversal patterns and candlesticks. So last, not yet, for the second to the last, we have the Gaisano, the MSSG. So this is also an interesting stock to have included in our analysis. So Mrs. G is accumulating on this box and above our significant demand. So we anticipated that the price have already completed its downward momentum and it's ready to take off. So as you can see, that our indicator is also showing some strength right now. So it should be noted that this is a weekly time frame. So the RSI is also increasing, as you can see. So more likely it's there is been accumulating good for the price, and it's ready for enough volume. There will be enough volume for this. So after the break of 1449, so this will be a good call for us to go long, and then the supply will be tested. So this will be some primary targets for traders. And so that's it for Mrs. G, Metro Retail Stores Group. So the last but not the least, SSI Group. SSI Group. So SSI has also taken off from its falling wedge, or what shall we say, ending diagonal right here. So the price will now be ready to test this weekly resistance trend line, and after which, if the buyers will be successful, so it can break and test again this supply around 1.7. So after which there will be some rejections and taking profits. So the retest or the correction for that drop will be our good entry to go long. So thank you for watching, and hope you guys learned something on my brief chart analysis, showing the structures and, like I can say, purely some technical side of the charts. So see you in the next video, and please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Thank you.